All right. Well, we do have one call left, and it's actually about volunteering for the Recovering for Religion Foundation, which I want to suggest everybody take a second and check out the Recovering from Religion Foundation. If you find that we've been helpful tonight, or the organization seems like it's a really good thing for the community, consider either volunteering or donating via the links in the live chat right now or in the description later on after the show. So, given that, we're going to talk to Ian right here at the end. And he wants to talk to us about volunteering for the Recovering from Religion Foundation. Hey there, Ian.
Hey, howdy, guys. Yeah, just to clarify, I have not volunteered with RFR quite yet. I have an interview, I think, Thursday. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about a little bit why I felt that was a good thing to do after last week's show and things like that, if that's okay.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Great.
Okay. So I'm currently an atheist, an ex-Mormon specifically. And I remember just the sheer, like the pain that I felt going through that transition. And largely in my case, at least in the beginning, I was doing it completely alone. I didn't feel just the dynamics of religion in general, but especially a religion like Mormonism, doubt or a change of opinion in that magnitude is not something that's discussed openly typically. And so I remember vividly how horrible that was for me, and whatever I can do, I see it basically as a duty that I have as someone who's kind of come out on the other side of it, still work through things, but more or less come out on the other side of it. Just kind of feel a duty to help others in their walk away from the religions that they had adhered to as well.
Well, let me say, Ian, thanks for volunteering. But more importantly, we want you to volunteer for a very selfish reason. You don't need to feel like it's a duty. You can be selfish as all get out. Most of our agents say, I do it because I get a high just from helping people. So if you get a high from helping people, that's pretty damn selfish, wouldn't you say?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Once you get through the training.
That's probably. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that's probably just some of the old school altruistic type Mormon programming coming back up again. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, helping people out makes me feel good, and that's definitely selfish.
Yeah, we really don't want people volunteering, and I'm not criticizing you. Don't hear me saying that. We don't want people volunteering out of duty. We want people volunteering out of the joy of just helping somebody. And I think that's what you really are looking for, because you'll do a better job and you'll have more fun doing it. And I'm going to tell you, Ian, once you get through the training, and you've got a ways to go, of course, you just now are getting into the front end with your interview and all. We train people very thoroughly. We don't want anybody touching our clients until they really understand what they're here to do and help. But once you're through it, most of our volunteers say this is a lot. I benefited more than I think I probably helped anybody else. My own family can see a difference in me, or I feel better about myself. There's a lot of positives and a lot of very selfish reasons that I'm okay with that. I'm all about being selfish if it means helping people. So I'm curious, Ian.
Yeah, well, that's good. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, thanks for that perspective. It's definitely a good way to look at that. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, I would just come join us tomorrow night for the RFRX and the party, of course. But I just want to say, I think we have a lot of ex-Mormons. Tons of ex-Mormons. In fact, one of the key leaders of RFR is an ex-Mormon himself. You'll meet him when you get on the other side, inside of the organization. In fact, he will be one of your supervisors, so to speak, although we don't really supervise people like a business or anything. Anyway, you'll find a lot of other Mormons in here.
Glad to hear. Glad to hear.
Yep. Thanks for calling.
And I have to say that's what you've hit on here tonight is one of the reasons why, I started my own like social media stuff, is to help people, because I didn't know about like the RFR being able to volunteer there and everything like that. Even back then, I wouldn't know how to actually help people. I just knew that that once I heard that it was possible not to believe in God, then and that it was okay, that I eventually came out of my religious beliefs, and so that's what I wanted to be for other people is that I guess that voice in the fog that somebody hears and then eventually one day it clicks. So I think you're on the right path there for why the reasons why that you want to help and helping out in general. I think everybody should try to help everybody else as much as they can. So I really commend you and I commend all of the volunteers over at the RFR and anybody that volunteers in such ways. So I hope that it works out well for you, and I hope that you'll call back in the future and let us know how it's going.
Sure will.
I don't know.
Taking my call, guys.
I don't know who your interviewer will be, but it's possible your interviewer would be Rob, who called in earlier today. We have a whole group of people that do the interviews for us. So, do you know who your interviewer is?
Yeah, I can't recall off the top. Actually, I could probably just search my email real quick.
Oh no, it's that's all right. Don't worry about it. But anyway, you might get Rob, you might get somebody else. Nah, don't worry about it. Well, thanks for calling, and hope on the other side, say hi to me when you get on the other side.
For sure. Thanks for taking my call, guys. You guys have a great night.
Bye-bye.
All right, you do the same there, Ian.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, sinners. It's me, and you're watching The Line. Hit that subscribe button and consider ringing that bell, because if you do, an angel will get its wings.